star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar. Just do you. Somebody's got to change the game. Just do you.
Hey everyone, this is your girl Coach Sheya, and welcome back to Live with Coach Sheya. And we got our special guest, Coach Debbie Howard. I'm so excited. We're actually 1 minute earlier, which will give us enough time to make sure we can share this on our platforms. And please make sure you comment, ladies, and some gentlemen, to let us know that you're here. So we're getting ready to share it in our group here. StreamYard was having issues with Facebook groups, and so we're going to share it. And I just shared it there, and so everyone be able to see it. I do see we all on Facebook. Let's see. Oh, let's still play music. So welcome everybody. We're really excited that you're here. Thank you for joining us. We have a great conversation tonight with this anointed, powerful woman of God. I'm so excited. And so to tell you a little bit about why we are here, this community, the Woman Christian CEO community, I created this platform, one, to really highlight these amazing business women who are in the marketplace, who are serving you, who is creating amazing transformational services and products to help you live your life in abundance, in purpose, to fully do the things God has chosen you to do. And I'm really excited about that. So this Live with Coach Sheya is to inspire you, encourage you, to empower you to take action. In our community, we all are about taking action. And hi Tashana, hi Heather. I want to make sure I see those comments. Make sure you guys share this on your pages. Share. And so we want you to say yes to the great plan God has for you. That is why these amazing women create these products and services to support you in getting to that destiny, to getting to you that direction that God has for you. And so I'm really excited. So I am a CEO and a founder of the Woman Christian CEO Life Coach School, and we help you create financial freedom, doing what you love, called and chosen to do in the world. The goal for us is to help you create and package your services, your signature program, your message, so you are serving your community, serving your tribe, and making a great income doing what you love. And so that is what we do. And we got 10 people here. Yay. Hey, LaShawn. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So Coach Debbie, let me tell you a little bit about her. She is a pastor, served in ministry with her husband. She is a coach, certified coach, serving amazing women in the marketplace. She's also a professional and we all professionals, but she serves in the professional world in corporate America. And so, Debbie, thank you so much for being here. And I would love for you to tell us more about you.
Hey, Coach Sheya, it is my pleasure to be here. Hello. Thank you so much for this invitation and for this opportunity. To all of the beautiful viewers out there, hey, y'all. I just want to say, who am I? When I think about that question, the first thing people go to is kind of what they do, right? But really, who I am at my core is a woman of faith. I connect with the greater one who is inside me. I am a woman of destiny. I am a woman of purpose. I am a woman who is thriving for faith, family, and friendship. That's really who I am.
Yes. Well, thank you.
I'm a mom too. I'm a mom and a wife, and all the things probably many of you are a mother, wife. I'm a GG. I've got 5 grandkids. That's who I am.
You're the all woman, right?
I'm every woman.
You're every woman. And like most of you are watching. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Paulette, Shirena, Crystal, Sparkling, and Fisha. Welcome, ladies. Thank you. And yes, you are every woman. And again, I am grateful that you have allowed me in this season to be on this journey with you to build what you believe God has placed in your heart. And so I want you to talk to us about how do you serve in the marketplace? How do you serve women?
Oh, so let me just share in my corporate space of serving. See, I was one of those about 8 years ago. I landed, and I believe it was destiny, landed in an amazing role that I get to serve in daily with a group of leaders, physician leaders, and executive leaders in an enterprise. And I am so blessed to be able to do that on the corporate side, where I'm able to really just share authentically around being who you were created to be. Now, you can't bring Jesus into the marketplace, right? But there is a way that
Yeah.
we can be his hands and feet in the earth and be an example. And so I've been able to do that in such a profound way and have made so many amazing connections in that corporate space.
Yeah.
Now, how I serve in my business, are you ready for me to go there? Or you
Yes,
want me to
go.
wait?
I'm ready. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am so blessed to be the founder and CEO of Design for Greatness. That's designed with a Z. And I have a coaching enterprise entitled Own Your Brilliance. And I'm really very passionate and devoted about serving these women who are really wanting to reconnect with their deeper purpose and
Mm,
organize a plan of action to build their legacy. That really is what my heart is passionate for. We have a lot of women leaders who
yeah.
are just in the rhythm of life and
Yeah.
comfortability of,
Mm,
great jobs, great
right.
careers. Not everybody hates their job, right?
Mm.
But there's some complacency in that.
Come on, talk to us about it.
There is more. Just let me tell you,
Yes.
there is more. Hello, I just see my name up there. Hey, Crystal, we got to
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, Debbie. I love what you said about your passion for women to help them really pursue destiny. And you said it, you said that there is more. God has more for us, and we do not have to be in complacency. And I think that sometimes women, particularly because of our different roles and different responsibilities, we kind of think like that's it for me. I can't. There's no more for me to do, and really there is. And so, talk to us a little bit about how we embrace all of us in what we do, because I think that we are doing. We're one way in one place and one way in another place, but I think it's about who we are being and really showing up and embracing that. And so, talk to us a little bit about that.
That's profound, Coach Sheya. That is so profound. It really is so, you know, sometimes we feel like we have to make a choice between this or that,
Right.
right? And it really is. We sling around the term "I am every woman."
Yeah.
We are, and we can have the business, we
Mm,
can have the family, we can have the ministry, we can do all of that. We just have to let go of the fear
yeah.
around how to do it, right? If you think about the what if, you'll never explore what's possible. And
Yes.
so when I think about your question about how you don't have to make a choice between this or that.
Right.
It can be this and that.
Yes.
And I am a living witness. Now, while I'm still trying to figure out my rhythm,
Yeah.
y'all,
It takes time. Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. It's going to take me some time. But here's the beauty of it is that I while used to get up every morning and look forward to what is the excitement that's going to happen in a day, how am I
Yeah.
going to affect change, and now it's even on 10. It's like,
Yeah.
what am I going to do in my business today?
Right.
Who am I going to connect
Right.
to? What great things are going to happen?
Yeah. That's good, Debbie. That is so good. And what you were saying was, hey, Angela, hey, Renita. What you were saying was like, we don't have to do this or that. We are this and that. And I think
Mhm.
what makes it challenging sometimes is that society and culture has created limitations.
Yes.
And because of society and the culture, it creates these limitations. And so we are uncomfortable. And
Mm.
when we
Yeah.
know that there is more in us, we know that we have so much more to offer in the world. Um, we try to break out of those limitations. We try to break out of those culture norms that's kept us in a box. It's
Yeah.
kept us, you should do it like this, and this is the way you're supposed to do it. And if you don't do it like this, then it's not going to work. It ain't God, so on and so forth, right?
Yep.
And so that is
Absolutely.
where courage comes in.
Oh. Whew.
Courage. Say, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm going to do it in spite of. So talk to us a little bit about that, Debbie. The courage.
Yeah. Whew. Courage is strength under pressure. And I always say that you have the ability to do whatever it is that you can conceive in your mind.
Yes.
It starts with that thought, right? What
Right.
you can articulate with your mouth, what you can believe that you're
Yes.
able to achieve. And then
Yes.
here's the key, y'all.
Oh,
Then
that's
you
good.
take action,
Come
right?
on.
But courage
Yes.
is, it isn't what it is someone else can define for
Hmm.
you, is what
Yeah.
courage is to you. It
Yeah.
is your ability to stand over your own power. That
Yes.
is courage, because sometimes we beat ourselves up. We
Hmm.
talk about what it is that we're unable to do. It
Hmm.
is our language. Our language
Yes.
has the power of life and death. It's
Yes.
in how we speak, and what we say has the power to elevate us or stagnate us. So, your courage, you are courageous. You are, just think about that. I always think about the lion.
Yeah.
The lion is like, so is the king of the jungle, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And there's so much courage that that lion walks around owning the jungle.
Yeah.
You have that
Yes.
courage. You have the courage, women. You are courageous. You can do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
You're stopping you. The only person that can stop you is you.
Right. Oh, this is so good. And you said something else too. You said your belief, right? And so
Mm,
if you actually believe that I can do what, the X, Y, Z, whatever that is for you, then
mm,
you will take action on what you believe. And
yes.
because belief is what's going to produce the results of what we want to
Yes.
see. And I
Yes.
think sometimes we have, unfortunately, because of culture, because of certain things, and I'm not here to do the blaming, because we can overcome it now. The limiting beliefs, right, will take us right here. This is, I'm
Right.
not going any further. This is it for
Mm,
me. And so we have these limiting beliefs of, how we gonna do this.
yeah.
So how do we break the limiting belief? How do we get free from that?
Yeah, so for me, and it may be different for those of you who are listening, but
Yeah.
one really critical step to rising above the limiting belief, because really what limiting belief, for those, limiting belief is like our coaching language, right?
Yes.
But limiting belief is your self-doubt,
Mm,
doubting in
yeah.
yourself. So
Yes.
how do you rise above that? Is you begin to speak words that are affirming. I
Yes.
love that just before we got on this call, I was a fly on the wall. The Shea was, sharing her affirmations about, I am powerful, I am strong,
Yeah.
I am resilient, I all the things that she
Yeah.
is. right? But if we have the language that we are, what we
Yeah.
are, instead of telling ourselves what we aren't, because the limiting belief is
Right.
I doubt myself.
Yes.
The the opposite of that is the I am statements
Hmm.
that you perpetuate
Yeah.
over your limited believing.
Mhm.
Elevate your vision,
Yeah.
elevate your language.
Yeah.
You have the power.
Yeah. This is so good. Okay. So, okay, because I could go on and forever. And so with the courage and, overcoming the limiting belief,
Mm,
I also believe it's about the community that you
mm,
are connected to. So,
mhm.
we hear the saying, look in your phone or think about the people that are the closest to you. And if they are people who are, you know, woe is me, Dre, oh my God, I got so much going on in my life, then that is what you consistently are around. And
Mm,
so that's what your life looks like. And so community plays a huge part in reinforcing courage and
yeah, that's
reinforcing
good.
to lift your belief. So share with
Mm.
us a little bit about why community is so important.
Yeah, so that you've heard the statement that you are um the five people in your personal board of
Yes,
directors,
yes,
right? How
right, right.
you and what Coach Sheya was sharing, I believe, and I'm one of those, I'm a connectors person. So I'm
Mhm,
real big on relationships. That's a big deal for me. But the reason community is so empowering is it allows you to take and put yourself around a group of people, women who are like-minded,
mhm,
who are who are encouraging, who are, even if they're not saying something, their
mhm.
very presence
Yes,
is giving you, it's igniting that I can do this.
right.
Even I remember just being in our rooms, in
Mm,
our community, in our
right.
coaching spaces, in our leadership community, just hearing what the women are able to accomplish, it just propels me and it ignites me to want to
Yes.
go and do, and not in the way that is competitive, but in
Mm,
the way that it is encouraging me that you can do it. It is almost as if their words are pushing my back and say, go ahead, you can do
yeah,
it. We're doing it to each other
right.
every time that we connect.
Oh,
That's the
that's
power
good.
of community.
Yeah, the power of community and who you are connected to plays a huge part in really pursuing everything you believe God wants you to do in your life. So, of course, I'm going to talk about money a little bit.
Oh
So, we
yeah.
talked about courage and we talked about the limiting beliefs and we talked about the community, which all plays as a businesswoman, our
Mm,
ability to believe, have the courage, break those limited beliefs that we can really make great income and charge for the value that we bring
mm.
unapologetically. Now, I need somebody in the chat to say amen,
Unapologetic.
something, say something,
Say it.
say it, say
Unapologetically.
something, right?
Something.
And we are believers. So
Mm,
here's the other part to that. In our culture, we grew up in churches where we didn't charge for the gift or whatever that may be for
mm,
some people, or and they have a belief around that, which I believe is limiting. So I believe that God has given us the talents, the experience, our knowledge where we
mm.
can charge for our value, and the gift is what allows us to do it supernaturally. That's what I believe. And so I want
Yeah.
you to talk to us a little bit about that.
Ooh. Oh, this okay. So first of all, this thing about money and
Yeah,
not being able to monetize on your gift, that's a scarcity mindset.
talk about it.
Scarcity.
Yeah,
Scarcity mindset. We are not in the mindset of scarcity, but we're living in
yes,
an abundance mindset.
right.
And so when you talk about I put it like this. Price is what you pay.
Yeah.
Value is
Mm,
what you get.
come on.
And so with that, it puts you in a place that you're moving from these transactional engagements to transformational, right? It's
Ooh,
not about
nailed it.
transaction, it's about
Yes.
transformation, right?
Yes.
It is about transformation. And that's what we're providing. We're
Yes.
providing an experience that
Yeah.
allows you to transform your life from the inside out.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to be a part of that?
Right.
Who wouldn't want to attach finances? Because what happens in that
Mhm.
space, I
Mhm.
will submit to you, is that you're going to get way more because
Yeah.
of how you have transformed your thinking,
Yeah.
how your emotions have been transformed. And we're not here to diagnose and all of that. But
Right.
I'm telling you, there are powerful experiences that
Yeah.
happen to these coaches. These
Yeah.
are powerful group of coaches. And because you are connected and you've allowed yourself, you've given yourself permission
Mm.
to engage in coaching,
Yeah.
you've attached your money to it.
Yes.
Now, what's going to happen? That seed is going to
Yeah.
grow,
Right.
right? Because
Yeah.
of the value that you've
Yes.
invested. It's an investment. So,
Yeah.
what is the return on your investment?
Right.
Is a powerful
Mhm.
woman who is living out her purpose. And then you're going to turn around and monetize.
Absolutely. I love it. I love what you said. We go from transactional to transformation. And that is what you investing in. It's not let me pay for this. You're investing in the process of getting you from where you are to where you want to be. And sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, the process is an investment. Because
Yes.
here's the deal. There's some of us that's been in the process a long time, and we need to come up out of it and move on. So
Woo!
it requires for us to believe in ourselves, break the limiting belief, have the courage to say, I am going to invest in the process so I can experience the transformation and so I can show up and serve others as well.
Yes, that's what it really is about, right? It
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
beyond, it goes beyond the me. It
yeah.
really is a greater act of service. How are
Mhm.
you serving others? That really is what connecting to your purpose and the greater goal is to serve others. And in serving others, we it's gonna come back,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna come back. It's the law of
Yeah.
reciprocity.
Right.
I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, and I
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah.
Um, and he's so powerful. He said that we were designed to succeed.
Mm.
The reason being is anything that God created has his reputation. So
Talk to
it's
us.
got to succeed.
Come
So
on.
with that
Yes.
being
Yes.
said, what is holding you back
Come on.
from making the decision to invest in the process?
Yes. I love it. Love it. So, this is a great introduction to your amazing program. I want you to tell the ladies about how you walk them through the process and the transformation they can experience, um, the possible transformation they can experience through your program.
Yeah, so the Own Your Brilliance coaching experience. So this term brilliance, and actually folks have coined me the brilliance coach. I think I'm going to go from clarity and transformation to brilliance because
Yeah.
really brilliance is more than your intellect. It
Yeah.
is your capacity. It
Mm,
is your prowess. It
yes.
is it is clarity. It
Yeah.
is wisdom. It is grace.
Yeah.
It encompasses all that
Yeah.
you are. So owning your brilliance. So I walk ladies through the program, which is a 4-step
Mm,
signature method
yeah.
that takes you from that place of have, are you realizing what your
Yeah.
purpose is? Because it's sometimes it's hidden under the rubble.
Right.
right? And what is the rubble it's hidden under? So we do some inside out work. We do inside that deep internal work. And
Mm-hmm.
then we're able to then move to the next phase, which is around, being able to say what it is you want
Yeah.
confidently.
Yeah.
Speaking of confident, that might mean
Mm.
setting some boundaries. And
Yeah.
we people pleasers, and we don't
We
like to
all
say
have this.
no.
Yeah.
We saying yes all the time,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then moving from that to being able to see what is some concrete plan that I want to achieve.
Yeah.
And then we put some feet. We
Yeah.
work and we design the plan to build your legacy. And I'm excited. Like, that internal work takes time, but if you're willing to do that, and I do some of that work, group work. I've recently restructured my program. I'm
Yeah.
so excited about that. So it started off group coaching, and I've had to scale that back some based on the intensity of some of
Yeah.
the components of the method.
Yeah.
But I am also offering some group coaching as well. So I have, group coaching and one-on-one coaching services.
I love it. And we're going to put the link for you to reach out to Coach Debbie tonight. Don't hesitate. Don't overthink it. Just say yes and move forward to the opportunity that she's offering tonight for help you walk through this process. I got a few more questions, ladies. Thank you so much, everyone who's hanging in with us, who's in the chat. Angela, Mother Donna, thank you so much, ladies, for being a part. So let me just share this really quick with you. You became a certified coach in our community, or in the program,
Yeah.
and which led you to creating your signature program. So would you share why you believe it was time for you to take what you were already doing to the next level?
Oh, yeah. So, for those of you who didn't hear in the beginning, I have this amazing career in healthcare, and I've, been in healthcare for 30 some odd years. But around 3 years ago, I started on this really amazing journey of evolution, of purpose, discovery, of really, what is it that I am supposed to be doing?
Yes.
And I want to be doing that. I want to live full and die empty. That's Dr. Miles Monroe's quote.
Yeah.
And that is what I want to do. So instead of like thinking that I wasn't capable, because this was my thing, I'm going to show you the language and how I had to change it. My husband, for years, he'll tell anybody right now that for years, we've been almost married 30 years, for years wanted you to start a business.
Yeah.
For years, I wanted you to start a business. For years, I wanted you to start a business. So now that he's like, she finally did it. What was that pivotal moment? It was the day of reckoning, where I could no longer continue to be okay with what was the
Ooh.
status quo, right?
Yes.
The comfortability,
Yes.
the excusing that I'm a creative visionary. I always gave that to somebody else. I'm like, no, that's not me. Actually,
Yeah.
it is.
Right.
It is me. So
Yeah.
it was really the defining moment in my life, where God was saying, hey,
Mhm.
it's time.
Yeah.
And me acquiescing, surrendering to, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time for you to serve in a greater capacity. It's time for you to give more.
Right. Yes. Yes. And I'm glad you said yes to
I'm glad I
the
said yes.
program. So share a little bit about your experience in the Woman Christian CEO Tribe.
Oh, wow. I hardly have the words. I'll share with you one. It was one day about maybe a year and a half ago. I'd been part of a a community, and there was some turbulence that
Mhm.
happened, a falling out. And I'm thinking, I was going to a place of reconciliation and not putting much thought in it, but hadn't been tapping into the community in a while. But I clicked on and I found out that I had been disconnected from the community.
Oh, okay.
And my heart, like, I
Yeah.
felt a little ache because I'm the connector, y'all.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was like, I didn't know it was like that. So you asked, what has it been like being part of when you find your tribe?
Yeah.
I've I've found my tribe, y'all.
Yes.
This group of women are amazing. So what is it like? I explained some of it earlier. It's like, someone said it, iron sharpening iron.
Yes.
The encouragement, the check-ins.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Is there any assistance I can provide you with? I even reach out and say, hey, I'm working on something. Can I run this by you? And
Yes.
it is an exchange. And I believe anybody who knows me, if you haven't been following me long, I believe that relationships are the currency of the kingdom.
Oh,
And
that's
so
good. Somebody type that
that
in the
is
chat. That is good.
that is what being a
Yeah.
part of the Women Christian CEO community is for me. It is currency. There is an exchange. Currency allows you an exchange, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it may not be that way that you might have in your mind around
Mm.
your normal exchanges or
Right.
whatever relationships you're in. This is very unique and very profound. I have
Yeah.
not seen it. I have not seen it. A group of women who are comrades,
Yeah.
who have they have their own goals, they have their own coaching programs, but they don't have a problem supporting. And I love it.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. And it's funny, I'm glad you shared your experience because that has been my prayer and that I would just be intentional about what I believe God was calling me to create. And that it would be a safe space for you
Yes.
to have this incubator to grow, to just go as far as God would take you and building what He's placed in your heart to do. And so I am thankful by the grace of God. We are doing this.
Yes. You
Yeah.
have the Father has really placed in you an ability that is very keenly effective for building community. And I so appreciate you are the connector to all of us. And someone said in one of our coaching environments that a piece of me is a part of all of you and vice versa, right? And so I
Yeah.
really just love being a part of this community and am so glad that I finally said yes, because I
Yeah.
honestly was like toying around with the idea, right? And in rooms with Coach Sheya
Right.
until I finally said yes. I'm
Yeah.
doing
Yes.
this.
Right. And the thing is, I'm going to share this, and this is a coaching tip for all our coaches. There are people that don't say yes immediately, but it's not a no. I've learned to understand the value of relationship. And I understand that sometimes it takes cultivating and building trust and building that trust, that no, like we talked about, no trust like factor with each other. And sometimes they are ready, and sometimes it takes time. But however, you really want to build trust because again, we are not just about the transaction; it's about transformation. And so, with all that being said, Coach Debbie, I am so excited. I want to share really quick what we have coming up. Our 2-day event, May the 14th and 15th. That's happening. It is the Woman Christian CEO Jumpstart Intensive. It is a 2-day powerful business coaching training that you really want to be a part of. And so I'm going to put the link also in the group or in the chat, and so you ladies can get registered for those 2 days that's coming up. And I know some of you may work on Friday, no problem. It's recorded. So you can go back and watch the recording and then join us in on Saturday. And we are interactive. No one comes and hides in our
That's
community.
right.
We're not doing that. we don't hide. And so I would love for you to be a part, and I would love for you to experience our community, but not just the community also, but really getting the tools you need to create an amazing business so you can really create a great income and serve your people and build a great business. So we had a few people share some messages. LaShawn said it's an incubator. Yes. And Vicki, thank you for being here. I'm so grateful and we appreciate it. So Coach Debbie, I want you to close us out. What would you like to share to these amazing people that will watch this now or later about taking action on living their dreams?
Absolutely. Well, before I get there, I want to encourage anyone who is sitting on the seat of, I'm not sure, cross over to just do it.
Yeah.
Move from that place of indecisiveness. It just is decide. Decide that you are worth the investment. Decide that you have what it takes to take action. Be a part of this 2-day coaching intensive. You don't want to miss it. I promise you. It is going to be recorded, but you want to be in the room live. We all get PTO. I'm like, you got time to put in a PTO day. I promise you, you will not regret it. Here's what you're going to receive. For sure, you are going to be empowered. You are going to be equipped. You are going to be in a room full of amazing women that you can connect and network with, and you are going to receive value. So don't delay. Decide. Just do it. And if I could leave any final thoughts with you, is that in being in a space of vulnerability, because what happens as you are evolving and becoming the truest, highest version of yourself, you have to be vulnerable. And vulnerable is the greatest sign of courage. When you can allow yourself to be vulnerable and show where you don't know. It's okay to say, I don't know. But you know what? There is someone who knows. And so be empowered, be strengthened, and take action. Don't delay. Don't allow whatever the 9 to 5, don't allow that to keep you stuck in the 9 to 5, because it really isn't that we're fearful of the unknown. We just don't want to move past what we know.
Right. Woo. Now that's a word.
So
that is so good.
Move from that space, be empowered, be encouraged, and own your brilliance.
Thank you, Debbie, for being my guest. This was so awesome. And we're going to leave this recording up so you guys be able to watch it. Keep sharing it. Join us next Wednesday, 6 p.m. same time. We have an amazing guest, Tashana Taylor, all the way from North Carolina. Yes. So you guys make sure you show up, because it's going to be 9 o'clock her time and 6 o'clock specific time. And so thank you, Coach Debbie, once again for being here. And all of you who joined in tonight, we appreciate you for spending time with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys soon. God bless.
Good night.